So now the next thing I'm going to show you is how to create a txt file. So since we are in the code folder, let's create let's say we want to write echo hello guys, and we want it to be in a folder called hello.txt. The echo prints out output on the terminal, but in this case our output is not going to be printed on the terminal. This little sign here, this sign here is new. This sign here is like a pipe symbol. It is a director which directs the output to a file. So in this case we are saying that this hello world, this hello guys should be put in the hello.txt file. So we are creating a hello.txt file and putting hello guys in it. So I'll press enter, and as usual we are going to be sent to a second line. So if we now try to check our code folder, you will now see that a file hello has been created. So let's check the contents of this hello. You will now see hello guys. So you see, so what we wrote on the echo was sent directly to this file. So if the file exists, the contents will be written, will overwrite the existing contents of the file. But if the file is not existing, if the file has not yet been created, then the file will be created and the content will be written. So in this case we do not have the file. So let's go ahead and create another file. So so here I'm going to another file. I say echo, and this one the contents will be please hit the like button, and this one will be directed to a folder, let's say like.txt. So that is it. So this sentence has been directed to the folder like.txt, and before like.txt did not exist. So the system is going to create the file and write like.txt in the file. So now let's check it. Come to the code and you see we have like.txt file. So if we click on it, you now see please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button. Okay, so that is it. So that is one way to create a file and write contents into the file at once. But you will notice that if you write another thing, like let me say for example I say echo this is good, and I try to put it in the same file hello.txt. Remember, the hello.txt, we first of all had, this is what we had in it. We had hello guys, that is what we had in hello.txt. And now we are trying to say this is good, and we are trying to direct it to hello.txt file. So when I press enter, the contents of the file is going to be overwritten. So when you come here and now hello, you will see that it now says this is good. So hello guys was the first content, but now it has been replaced by this content. So when you create a file with echo, and with this one symbol, what it does is, if the file does not exist, then the file will be created and this content will be written in the file. Meanwhile, if the file already exists, then this content is going to overwrite the existing content of the file. So now the next thing I'm going to show you is how to display the contents of a file. How to display the contents of a file. So far we have seen how we can create a file and write while writing into it, and now let's see how to display the contents of a file. So to display the contents of a file, we would have to use the type command. The type command is used to display the contents of a file. So all we have to do is write the name of the file. So in this case, let's go back to our folder. We have so many files here. Like we have this, we have like, which says hit the like button, and we have hello, which says this is good. So let's try to read from the hello, which says this is good. Let's try to read from the hello file. So type hello.txt and I'll press enter. So you see it says this is good. So in the type command helps us to read the contents of a file. In this case, we are reading the contents of the file hello.txt, which says this is good. So let's read the contents of the second file we created. Let me check the name. It was like. So the type like.txt, and you'll see it says please hit the like button. So that is it. So let's go to the next. The second way to create a file is using type. So we know that type is used to read the contents of a file, but we can use type as well to create a file. In this case, it will be type, you say null file 4.txt, and I'll press enter. So you see, so what I'm saying here is I want to create a file with null content. Okay, that's an empty file. So here you will see the file has been created with the name file4 and it's empty. So in this case, I have created an empty file on the desktop. Okay, I've created an empty file on the desktop. So type null file4.txt. So let's create another one. Say type null file5.txt, and that is it. It has been created. So let's check it out. Here you will see we have file5.txt and it is empty. So we can also write contents into the file by using the echo. So we will just say echo, then the contents which we want to write. In this case, we want to write I like this tutorial. I like this tutorial, and we are directing it to file5.txt. So let's check file5.txt. You see it says I like this tutorial, and now what we are going to do is to read the contents of file5.txt and display it. We already did this before, so try pausing the video for 3 seconds and complete the challenge, then you get back. Okay, so how did it go? I hope you did it correctly. So I'll still do it again. So in order to read the contents of file5.txt, we just use the type command, type, and we say file5.txt, enter, and that is it. I like this tutorial. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you is how to delete a file. In order to delete a file, let me clear the .cls is clear, and here you will see that we have created so many different files, and we have file4, file5, and so much. So now let's first of all delete the like file. So the like file is the last file here, so let's try deleting it. So in order to delete it, you say del and we'll write the name of the file, like.txt, and press enter. So you see it is no longer found here, and if I'm to check the contents of the file, you will see that we have file1, file2, file4, file5, and hello.txt, as well as a folder known as sample, but we don't have the like file. So let me delete another one file again, this del and the file I want to delete this file 1.txt. So then file 1.txt, and that is it. I have deleted the file, and now if you check here, you will see file 1 has disappeared and we only have file 2 and the rest of the files. Okay, so now I'm going to show you something very interesting, and this is to change the color. This is to change the color of the text in the command prompt. So let me try filling the command prompt with something, or let me just say color. So color, let me try saying color, for example black. This is not going to work, okay? It is just going to fill. What I want to do is I just want to fill the screen, so when I change the color you can see what I'm talking about. This color command is used to set the various colors we want. So here you can see the colors. So 0 stands for black, 1 stands for blue, 2 stands for green, and so on. So you can see all the colors you have there. So now in order to change the color, you will just use the color command, say color, and you put the number of the color you want. In this case, let me say I want to try aqua. Aqua is 3, so I'll say 3 and press enter. You see the color changes to 3. And now let me say I want to try red. Red is C, so color C, and that is it. And now let me try yellow. Yellow is E, so I'll say color E. And you see the text has turned to yellow. So let me revert back to black, so just a color, revert back to white, so color, and the number is 7, and it is back to white. Okay, so if you want to open a file, so the next thing is to open a file. If you want to open a file from the command prompt, then you will use the start command. For example, in our present directory, let me clear the screen, CLS. In our present directory, you will see we have so many files. We have file 2, file 4, file 5. So let me try opening file 5. So in order to open file 5 from file 5.txt from the terminal, you will use the command start, and the name of the file. In this case, we want to open file 5.txt and press enter. It opens and the content says I like this tutorial. So that is it. So that is how to open a file. You use this, it says start, and you write the name of the file. In this case, 5, you want to open file 5, and it says I like this tutorial, file 5.txt. So that is it for the basics, and in further tutorials I'm going to show more advanced concepts and commands. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you liked the video.